Hello everybody, this is Adam Beltane from the Force Majeure podcast, and I'm delighted to tell you that you're listening to Redemption.
This is Redemption, an actual play podcast set in the Star Wars role-playing game system, with Chris Berlew as the GM, and also the droids 11D4 and R3A1.
Hey, try not to punch Tazi in the face.
Andy Fox as the Botha negotiator, Quinth.
We are here to shop.
Kaylee Jung as the Mandalorian, Bree.
It certainly was the cleanest murder I've ever seen.
May Coker as the Zeltron enforcer, Zhaan.
This is the most awkward conversation.
And Michael Waldschlager II as the Duros pilot, Tazi.
Do I need to spell that out more? I don't really want to.
Episode 802, One with the Force. Jedi Master Raze has been captured, and Tazi and crew rush into the city to see what they can do to rescue the mysterious, previously missing Master. The ruse of Zhaan pretending to be her mother continues to hold up, but how long can the group go unnoticed by the searching eyes of the Empire when they are in the middle of a heavily occupied town?
Shall we start with Rolling Destiny?
Sure.
Oof, 2 dark side.
1 light side.
2 light side.
1 dark side.
I also rolled the dark side, so 3 and 5.
Nice.
All right. I believe when we left off, you guys were in your luxury speeder heading towards the main city to rescue, or to see what you can do to rescue Master Raze.
Indeed.
Arguing about how to do it.
We see the speeder bouncing through the snow and wind and ice and cold, and you approach the main starport. And as soon as you get to the entrance, it's got a nice Imperial Guard post right there. And you have to drive through the little guard post to get into the city, because they've set up barricades all around.
All right, am I talking, or is somebody else talking?
Probably should have Quinth do the talking. She's very good at it, and she is...
Yeah.
Lady Jakar's major domo, after all. You are simply the driver.
He's a great driver.
Got it.
Yes, but as you can tell by the little cap sitting on top of his head, he is not the person to make decisions.
Except for about driving.
Well, yes, of course. I mean, that goes without saying, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Tazi will pull the speeder up to the guard station and then pull past just slightly so that the rear plexi window can roll down.
Okay. There's several stormtroopers all around the speeder. One of them approaches.
State your business.
Hello, good stormtrooper.
State your business.
Zhaan pulls a face.
We are here to shop. All right then, driver, snap.
They haven't moved out from in front of the speeder.
Name?
And he pulls up a data pad.
Madam Jakar. Well, that's not my name, of course. That is my madam's name.
He's punching some stuff up on the data pad.
What's taking so long?
They're stormtroopers, madam.
Buffoons.
No, we appreciate all of the service that stormtroopers do. We just would like to be on our way.
All right. Quinth, make a deception check. It's a stormtrooper, so it's just going to be 2 purple.
Okay. 1 success and 1 triumph.
Okay. How would you like the triumph to be used?
Could they give us information that they don't realize is really helpful for us? Like, stay out of this area of the city because that's where the Jedi prisoner is being held.
Or like that's where there's a lot of rebel activity in that area.
Okay. He looks down at the data pad and then looks up.
You're cleared to proceed. Your VIP passes to this afternoon's event are cleared. Head towards the center of the city where the courthouse is, and please avoid the north end of town. There are some unsavory characters.
Unsavory characters!
And he steps back and just waves his hand, and they clear out, and he's shooing you along because there's more speeders trying to come in.
Driver, snap.
The limo moves forward.
Okay.
Well, that went better than expected.
That was easy.
Stormtroopers are not known for their intelligence, nor their aim.
They have cool helmets, though.
Well, you have a cool helmet, too. You have 3 of them, in fact.
I brought one along.
One without a hole in it.
Yeah, that one's the most prized one. Maybe I should wear it. No, my mom wouldn't wear a stormtrooper helmet. Okay.
But she might wear a stormtrooper fascinator. The tiny hats? The fascinators? That would be super cute.
Oh.
All right, where am I taking the limo?
I would suggest we go to the north end of town, where there are unsavory characters.
Do we want to go in the limo, though?
Or we go to the center of town, park the limo with our VIP passes, and then walk to the north end of town.
Yes.
More walking. At least it's not squishy.
Well, tell me where to go. I'm just the driver.
Captain?
Yes, the center of town, please.
You know you can drop the accent. We're all in the car. Here, there's nobody listening except us.
I know, but I like the character.
And you do you, Quinth. You do you. And Tazi will begin maneuvering the limo through traffic to the center of town.
Okay.
Are there a lot of people in the town who are here for the killing?
The town is fairly empty, the streets are, and the few people that are wandering around look rather broken and beat down. You know, their shoulders are slumped. They're kind of, not a lot of pep to their step. They're just kind of moseying through their day. And you guys get to near the center of the town. You're going to have to walk a little bit to get there because they've blockaded the area. And it's probably about, say, 30 minutes before the event is supposed to happen.
Do we have time to find someone?
I do not believe so. We had 3 hours, and it took most of that to get here. We probably have just a little bit of time to... now that Tazi's got us parked, we could probably do a little bit of recon. I can head to the north, and you and Zhaan could maneuver around here looking for people.
That's probably a good idea, especially if they're expecting Madame Jakar.
I should find my seat. I bet it's saved. Probably have a little placard on it for me to sit. What if she's actually here?
Quint's eyes just get really big, like she had never considered that possibility.
Let's not go borrowing trouble. We'll shoot that wombo when the problem arises, so... Alright, I will be back in 20 minutes. I'm gonna go see what I can find.
Good luck.
And Bree will get out of the car and head off to the north to see what she can find.
Okay.
Okay, A1, do you want to see what you can find?
What do you want me to do?
Should we try to get closer to the courthouse area?
Yes, I wonder where our tickets are supposed to go to. Is there, like, boxed seating?
Maybe there's an event page somewhere that we can look up.
Yeah, let's pull up the HoloNet. Hold on. The HoloNet, not the HoloNet.
A1 rolls up to a computer terminal and plugs in. 1 success, 2 advantages. He says, well, do you want the good news or the bad news?
Let's go with the good news.
Good news is the VIP seats are pretty much on the stage.
How is that not the bad news?
Is that also the bad news?
Yeah, the bad news says your mom checked in 2 minutes ago.
Oh, crap.
Was that us? Was that only 2 minutes ago?
That probably wasn't us. Do we know how many's in her party? Maybe I can have a reunion with Mom and say, oh, I missed you. I'm sorry. And it'll be all lies, but it could be a distraction.
She's a VIP for the Empire.
Yeah.
We're kind of the opposite of that.
Well, but aren't people supposed to like their family? Isn't that how family works?
Do you like yours?
No. Well, I like my sister. The one that I met later, who's way cooler than my... Well, anyway.
You can like your family, but you don't have to. But I am thinking disguises might be a good thing to do.
Probably.
Just no fake mustaches or facial hair for me. It looks weird on Duro.
It's because of the nose. Or lack of.
I think it's just the presence of hair, period.
Oh, yeah.
But it might also
That's
be, the
what I meant.
nose.
All right, so where do we want to go? We gonna disguise up or just trying to blend in with the crowd, or what are we doing?
I probably should wear a big hat.
Did you bring one?
Or at least a cloak or something. I did not. I brought my helmet.
Chris, I'll spend one of our light side points for there to be like some hat boxes in the back, actually in the trunk. Like from former purchases, there's a selection of like clothes that Zhaan's mom purchased, and there's a hat box for sure.
All right, perfect. So you have some different hats you can put on.
A selection of clothes that are certainly not meant for this weather.
That's all the clothes she has.
Like big sun hats.
Yeah.
Some kind of weird sarong number.
I'll just mix and match.
It's like going to the Derby in a ski mask.
Right. I'll pick out the more bland one. And there has to be just a basic black one or white one or something. Dig through them.
I will ditch my super fancy coat and just put on whatever kind of coat I can, knowing that I do have fur.
Basic warm weather gear and a bland hat. Maybe a scarf around my face.
All right. As you guys are doing that, you start noticing several of the inhabitants of the planet are being led to the center of town by several stormtroopers.
Oh, no.
And they are basically having them gather in front of the stage. They are assembling an audience.
Yeah, these people aren't in binders or anything. They're just being escorted.
Correct.
Okay.
Kind of an unwilling audience.
Oh, wonderful.
While you guys are doing that, we'll cut over to Bree. You're heading to the north part of town. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for probably a more disreputable tavern bar type thing. Someplace that, kind of off the beaten path and just kind of screams, we're not really here for your business. We do other things.
Okay. You find one that's kind of got a dome shape to it. It's kind of all white. Looks like it's kind of made to reflect the surroundings.
Okay.
I'd like to say it's a candy shop that serves different types of candies, but the candy shop has been there longer than anyone can remember, and the stock never changes.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, if Bree saw that, she'd go in.
All right. You head in. There's a older female whippet that's there. She stands up and bows her head as you walk in the door.
Oh, we don't see many of your persuasion in here.
Good morning. Yes, I'm here looking around. There's a rather imminent disturbance happening in the center of town, and I'm trying to find ways around it for the moment, or a distraction, and I saw your quite charming little candy shop, and I thought I would inquire as to what sorts of things you had.
Oh, just your standard candies and goodies for the tourist.
I have a friend who is very fond of candy. Do you have anything that would really excite her?
We have these caramels that are handmade in the back. They're shaped like little icicles.
Well, that is very charming. I will take a dozen, please.
Very well. Anything else?
No, although I wish I had more time to look around. I'm afraid that it's going to get very rowdy. You're aware of what's going on in the town square, are you not?
Oh, very. We're required to be there.
Oh, that seems unfriendly. Why are you not there then?
I'm an old lady. I would need assistance getting there. And as you can see, they're not really the type to give assistance to an old lady.
If you wish assistance, I can help.
That would be wonderful.
And Bree says in a quiet voice,
Any sort of assistance, if you understand.
She walks over and puts her hand on Bree's arm and squeezes it and just leans over and says,
I would love any assistance, as would we all.
Happy to be of service, ma'am. First of all, let me pay you for your delicious candy.
and Bree will give her 100 credits.
That is generous.
She reaches over and picks up a cane, which is a large wooden stick.
It is for someone who is dear to me, so the price is really no object. Where would you like to go?
Like and have to are two different answers.
Well, I dare say that if you're with me, we can go anywhere you wish.
I would prefer to avoid the negative attention that the troopers would give if we don't go to the center of town.
feel that that is the wisest course, I shall be guided by you. But if you have a safe place where I can take you, I am also very happy to take you there.
I think the safest place is with you. Shall we go?
Yes, I just need to know what our destination is. Would you like to go to the town square, where you will certainly be noticed there, and the stormtroopers will be, I don't know if the word is pleased or not, but they will be content with your presence? Or do you wish to go somewhere else that is safer and perhaps not draw their attention?
She pats your arm.
All people who live here are required to go there. If I am not there, it will cause trouble later.
Then we shall go, my lady. Let us go.
And Bree will lead her out of the candy shop back towards town.
Very well.
I'm going to get on my comm, turn off the external speaker. I'm going to send Tazi basically I'm going to send him just a text message that says, didn't find anybody except an old lady, and now I'm stuck doing escort duty. If you need help, I will be in the crowd.
Tazi will calm back quietly. Never underestimate the kind of help you might have. Oftentimes, I find those types of folks make pretty good contacts.
You get a shrug emoji, and we'll head back towards the square.
All right. You get back. A couple minutes before the scheduled time, everybody notices several stormtroopers start taking positions on top of the buildings around them, and the stage has been set up in front of the courthouse, and there are several stormtroopers that take positions up there, and they were all carrying their blaster carbines and watching over the crowd. And the crowd's gotten quite big as they've escorted as many people into the center as they can. You guys are in the middle of the crowd, or mixed in with the crowd.
Okay.
And the crowd is mostly comprised of the inhabitants, the whipbids that live here, but there are some other species mixed in as well.
Oh, good.
None of them look thrilled to be here. You hear a gong go off, rings across the whole city. You guys see a group of about 12 what look like stormtroopers, only their armor is black with some red highlights in between the plates. 6 of them go up on the right side, 6 go up on the left. You can see that the one in the middle is carrying a heavy repeating rifle. It's one of the 3-barreled guns that spins. One on each side has a flamethrower, and the others are heavily armed as well.
A flamethrower?
Yep. Then a few minutes later, you see a Jedi being led by 2 individuals. The Jedi looks rather haggard, worse for wear. He's wearing tattered robes. What used to be a nice clean-cut Jedi is now dirty, a little bruised. On his left side, looks like a human male. It's hard to see any features. He's wearing black armor. His face is covered with a mask that comes down under his helmet that is mostly white strips that come down that cover his eyes with some black in between. And there's some face plates that come out that are white and black as well. On the other side is a large female, and I'm going to try to say this race right. Dowutin. It's Dowutin. She's a very large. Her chin has 2 horns that poke out. She's wearing a black helmet with a red visor that covers half of her face. They walk out, put the Jedi center. You hear the human male step forward. People of the Empire, this is an enemy who has helped the rebels bomb several of our establishments. Today you will see what happens to these rebels. The Jedi looks up. His eyes scan the crowd, and for a moment, his gaze stops. Tazi, you feel like he locks gaze with you for a moment. What is going on in Tazi's mind right now?
At the moment of contact, Tazi is desperately trying to figure out a space, a time, when to act to try to save Master Raze.
Okay. As you are frantically thinking and your emotions are going all over the place, please make a discipline check.
Oh boy.
This is going to be an opposed discipline check.
Oh.
And I'm not going to lie, it's not going to be the easiest. You're going to go with 3 reds.
What? Okay.
2 purple. Again, it's opposed. And I think it's fair to say that with the crowd and all the stormtroopers, a couple of black dice as well.
Well, Tazi has 3 green in discipline, so this will be an interesting set of rolls. Two threats.
As you're frantic going through your emotions and you're kind of confused, a calm sets in over you. Kind of a peaceful acceptance.
Like a peaceful, easy feeling?
Yes, almost at ease. And you see Master Raze's locked gaze with you, and you hear in your head his voice. Please, the spark of the rebellion has already been lit. Use this as fuel. There's nothing you can do. Go to the temple and free a friend. And then he bows his head back down.
And Tazi will try to reply, who? Like, just think. Who? Who are we freeing?
A friend that helped you here on Tula once before. Master Kirkuk has survived.
I will. We will.
And with that, his shoulders rise up a little bit, and you see peacefulness on his face and the acceptance of what's about to happen. And Tazi, you remember meeting him before. He was very controlled. You can tell there's almost a look of satisfaction in a way.
Tazi will briefly get on his comm to the group and just whisper, stand down.
I'm gonna shoot the big one first.
Stand down.
Are you sure?
Master Raze just contacted me. Stand down.
Jedi stuff.
He must have a plan already in place. Let's not jinx it, everyone. We should probably meet back at the limo and get out of here while this is going on. I don't really want to watch.
Go ahead.
Just close your eyes.
A1, we need to record this.
Will do.
A1 tips his dome back and faces it right at the stage. And the human male up there is, while that conversation was going in Tazi's mind, he's just been going on this speech about enemies of the Empire and how they will all meet the similar fate. And then the other person that was next to Master Raze, you see her reach over and calmly pick up off of her hip a lightsaber. It ignites, going to Master Raze. She then turns it off, and Master Raze, you see his robe fall to the stage. And Master Raze is no longer there.
Tazi looks down at the ground.
Where'd he go?
I wasn't aware Jedi could turn invisible. That is a really good trick.
He's dead.
Can we leave now?
Well, I would say, to your idea, we should wait till the crowd starts to disperse.
We have to wait for this to be over.
Can I, while this is happening, at least do some sort of perception to see if I can see where Zhaan's mom is? Or where the VIP is? I would like to not come face to face with her.
Okay. Make a hard perception check.
Hard is 3. So 1 success and 1 advantage.
Okay. Off to the left side of the stage in the back, you see Arwen standing next to a blue-skinned Twi'lek dressed in armor very similar to the two that are center stage. The black armor.
Do I know that Twi'lek?
Very much. You remember him as the one that was there when your mentor died.
Oh, I wonder how much self-control Quinth has right now.
Make a discipline check.
Make a discipline check. Quinth is smart enough not to go off in the middle of a bunch of stormtroopers to kill this Twi'lek, but she's definitely going to let the rest of the group know.
We also, before we make our exit, friends, we have Riff's killer present.
Who is Riff?
How do we feel, the other Bothan, who wasn't my child?
Wait.
There's a lot of Bothans, to be fair.
Thank you, Zhaan. I wasn't sure. Okay, yes, Riff, the other Bothan.
My mentor, my contact.
The one you were
cousin.
The one you were heartbroken over.
Yeah, and that. Okay, so what are our odds? There's at least 2 Sith here.
There are Sith here?
And a bunch of stormtroopers. Oh yeah, that Twi'lek's definitely a Sith. And don't you think that the big sexy lady is probably one too?
Chris, what color was the lightsaber that pierced Master Raze?
Red.
Well, she certainly has the right accoutrement.
She's kind of big.
As I mentioned before, Quinth, you are paid up, so if we are going to go out in a blaze of glory, let me know when. I need to get this whipped lady to safety before everything goes sideways.
Are you asking for more money?
No, you all are paid up till the end of the month.
Oh, okay. Why do you have an old lady?
Oh, well, she needed to be escorted.
Quinth will have to deal with that separately. We've got Raze has somebody else here that we should rescue. There's another Jedi.
There are so many things now when there wasn't hardly anything. But one, now there's more. Where's this other person at?
I'm being held in a detention facility.
Okay.
Well, maybe we should go now while everybody's here still.
Let's get out of here and get to a dark corner somewhere.
Is the crowd starting to disperse, Chris?
Oh, yeah.
We need a place to go. Where'd you get that old lady at? Can we go there?
She has a shop.
Let's go to her shop.
Maybe we should escort her back.
Well, I need to, and yes, she's prattling on about that right now, so, one moment. Yeah, is it time to go back to your shop now?
Oh, yes, that would be wonderful.
All right, let's go. I have some friends that will probably meet us there.
Very well.
What's the name of the shop?
Just on comm.
I don't know. It's a bright, big white shop. Just follow my signal.
Will do.
Let's go, Zhaan.
Quinth says through gritted teeth.
We'll get him. Somehow. Well,
Quinth, we gotta have to add it to the list right now.
I mean, Mommy Dearest is over there, so...
And as you say that, Zhaan, you kind of look up there. Mommy Dearest seems to be enjoying herself.
Ugh.
She's laughing, and she's got a champagne flute in her hand, tipping it back, and arm on the Twi'lek's shoulder, just laughing away.
Zhaan grits her teeth.
Everybody meets back up at the candy shop.
You didn't say it was candy.
No, you don't want any of this. This is one of those old Yanny armor shops. This place has been here forever. They don't really sell candy.
But then what's all this stuff?
It's called a cover. Lots of places use these establishments to move goods
So is
in the
this
back room.
fake candy? It's not real? Is it wax?
It was real candy at one time.
So it's steel candy.
I'm not going to stop you if you want to try it, but you will have to at least blow the dust off of it.
Adds flavor.
Bree walks over to the group and hands on a little red and white striped baggie.
Oh.
They're handmade caramels. They do them in the back. I thought of you and you would like them.
Oh, I love them. Zhaan awkwardly, smash hugs you.
Don't bruise yourself, but thank you.
See, Tazi, real candy.
Of course there's real candy. It's a candy store.
Okay. Step 1.
Yeah.
We got that person out of the detention center. Step 2.
Do we really wish to be speaking of this here in public?
Let's go.
I didn't
Let's go
say
into the
which
store
Twi'lek.
and browse. Let's go browse the selection, shall we?
Yeah.
So that's the plot of my novel, everyone.
I don't read a lot, but it sounds good.
Browse the selection?
The novel. And this browsing of said selections.
You guys are inside the candy store. Think of kind of your normal tourist trap style candy shop. You know, the signs all say handmade,
It's beautiful.
caramel and fudge and whipped. She stands there.
Thank you for your assistance, my dear.
You're welcome.
Are these your friends?
Yes, these are my friends. This is my dear friend who is a candy aficionado.
Hello.
And these are her entourage.
Entourage.
I'm a novelist.
Oh, very well. Would you all like some calf or some tea?
Yes, please.
Very well.
She walks back behind one of the counters, and she's got a little calf pot with a little tea station. Looks like it's a candy shop and a little coffee shop, too. She's making some calf and some tea.
So you just make candy here? That's all? It's not a...
She's humming and tapping one of her feet quietly.
I'm sorry, what did you say something?
You only make candy here? You're not, covering anything with the candy?
Zhaan.
What? Just being polite about the candy.
She looks at Zhaan, then looks at Quinth, then looks at Tazi.
Tazi would like to use his smuggler skills. Because he has those, and we don't really do a whole lot with them, but, he has them. Let's see here. Tazi's going to try an old smuggler code. He's going to use Smooth Talker to do it.
All right. What is Smooth Talker? How does it work?
Smooth Talker, when I chose Smooth Talker, I got to pick one of 3 skills to take the points in.
Okay.
I believe it was in Charm, and it was indeed. When making checks with that skill, spend 1 light side point to gain additional successes equal to the ranks in Smooth Talker.
Perfect. We're going to make a Charm check on her.
Mm-hmm. Charm is 2 yellow, 2 green.
Say 2 purple is all the difficulty will be.
All right. And I will spend that force point for the additional successes, so I'll get 2 successes off the bat.
Okay.
I was able to squeak out 2 successes. Everything else was a wash. So 4 successes total with the force point spend.
Okay.
So Tazi will approach the older woman. I'd really like to get my hands on a couple of cases of Bakuran crisps. I assume you maybe have some fresh ones in the back.
She smiles at you, Tazi. Big toothy grin.
Your friends are horrible at this.
They're trying.
Some of us are probably worse than we would be normally because we've recently suffered a big emotional loss and are still unsure how to process it, and have recently discovered that at least one of our children hate us, even though we did the appropriate things according to our traditions and culture to raise them.
Sorry, ma'am. Clearly, we're going through a lot over here. But we'd really like to get our hands on some of those Bakuran crisps. If you have some in the back, I'd be happy to escort you back there.
Me too. Those sound delicious.
Well, it is lunchtime. Somebody should shut the front door and put the close sign up.
Breed takes care of that quickly.
And she reaches back, and you guys see a beaded curtain that she moves to the side with her hand.
Please, come in the back.
Beaded curtains are the coolest.
We should get some from the ship.
Yeah. Tazi will love it up there.
Oh, like right in front of the entrance to the cockpit.
Exactly.
That's a good idea.
Let's go.
Tazi wanders into the storage room.
Bree follows.
Quinth will follow.
Once everybody's back in the storage area, she moves a box out of the way, puts her hand on the wall, and after about 10 seconds, it lights up around her hand for a second. And then you hear a click, and the floor right behind her opens up, and you see a set of stairs going down.
It was an older code. I hoped it would check out.
She turns and looks at you and smiles.
And Tazi will put his hand out. Tazi.
40s.
And she shakes your hand, and whippets are big, so it engulfs your hand.
Quinth.
She uses 2 fingers to shake your hand for fear she'll crush your whole arm.
Yeah, I'm kind of tiny, thank you.
Shall we?
She escorts everybody down the stairs. And down the stairs, it opens up into a little room. You see a computer terminal on one end, what looks like mostly a communication hub, a small table down there, and a few screens up on the wall. Please sit.
I'll sit.
Yeah. Sitting's nice.
Bree walks in and stops next to Borteeth. It's like,
I apologize for earlier. I was attempting to be subtle, and I wasn't sure if you were getting it or not.
Discretion is my specialty.
Understood.
and Bree will pull the chair out for her.
She sits down.
Now, what is this about murder?
And she's looking right at Quint.
Novel.
Oh, yes. I'm writing several of those myself.
Yeah, it's about a Bothan whose best friend gets killed by Twi'lek, and then they have to seek revenge.
Would you be referring to the one on stage with the...
And she looks at Zhaan.
Family resemblance to this one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Very tall order.
I know that we have other things to do, but I would very much like to kill them.
We have somebody in the detention facility we need to try to release as well.
We should probably do that first.
Rescue first, murder later.
Murder anytime, really.
Probably the best course of action is to rescue first.
Well, The rescue will not be easy. The old temple, it has an interesting past, and it is now used as a holding area for high-value prisoners.
Like Jedi?
That is one. They usually don't stay there long. The Jedi, that is. The other high-value prisoners do. They generally leave when their political maneuverings on their home worlds align with that of the Empire.
We've got there's a Jedi Master we need to try to release. Do you have any contacts in the Resistance? There has to be one here on Tula. I can't imagine there isn't.
Well, after the battle here between the Separatist and the Republic, the inhabitants are not quick to trust anyone. There has been a group of individuals working to just free Tula. Perhaps they could help.
I mean, we can try it on our own, but I feel like we can use all the help we can get.
Yes, that's the most logical thing to do.
I would agree. I would also recommend that you don't discuss your novel in public. Those that threaten that one don't live long.
Got it. We'll stop talking about the holo novel. Period. Unless we're in a secured area.
That would be best.
Okay, I do one thing wrong once, and you're never going to let it go. Okay, fine.
It's only been 4 minutes. I believe she is attempting to instruct you while the memory is still fresh in your mind.
Quinth angrily drinks her calf.
Do you have somebody we should contact, or a place we could meet them? Where do we need to go?
I will arrange a meeting for you. Is there a secure comm I could contact you on?
And at that, A1 rolls up. That's my department. Tazi, can I have yours?
Yeah, here. And Tazi will pass down his comm.
He tinkers around with it for a couple minutes. This one's now secure. And he tosses it to Vortiz. You can contact me on that. And she smiles.
Very well. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Well, we may need to procure some supplies or gear once we have a plan.
Of course. I have all sorts of fancy candy.
Just what I'd hoped. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else I can do for you?
Can you tell me that Twi'lek's name, please?
Oh, I don't have a name. He calls himself the 12th brother. It is odd. The other two that dress like him, they refer to themselves as the 6th brother and the 9th sister. I don't quite understand how they can call themselves a family.
Well,
Maybe they didn't like the original family.
sometimes family is who you choose. And sometimes family is who's going to advance you in your evil career the most.
Have you ever thought of sitting down and talking with somebody about your emotions? You seem to be full of anger. I could direct you to somebody in town.
We actually have a droid who's quite adroit at handling emotional issues.
Perhaps you should sit down with him more often.
We all grieve in our own way. Some people sit down with droids, and some people track down and brutally murder the person who murdered their loved one.
In a holo novel?
We're not in public.
Well, very well. Good luck on your quest. I wish you luck and success. He is quite the nuisance.
We'll look forward to hearing from you.
Very well.
Can you suggest some place where we can lay low?
Perhaps you could try the local bar.
I like those.
Oh, which one?
Oh, there's one not far, just down the road to the north, and then you'll see it on the left.
Does the bar have a name?
During the battle, the previous proprietor sacrificed himself to save severals. His wife has changed the name to honor him. It is now Gammy's Bar.
Got it. We'll make our way over there, and we'll be there when you have some information for us.
Thank you very much. Now, if you will excuse me, I am old and would like a nap.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a nap either, honestly, but we'll leave you to it. You want us to leave the store closed as we leave?
Yes, please.
Okay, not a problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We head upstairs and lock up behind us.
All right. You guys are heading to Gammy's bar.
Sure thing. It's like a Quonset hut type thing, like a curved dome top, and the inside originally was like laid out like inside of an iceberg, where everything was icy stalactites and stalagmites. The tables were made of ice, and every place had like its own little fire, but it wasn't actually ice. It just was made to look like everything was made of ice. The bar was made of ice and everything like that.
That's what it still looks like. There's just a picture behind the bar now of a whippet, and it just says in memory of Gammy. And there's only a few other people in the bar. I mean, it's still early afternoon, so a little early for a crowd.
We're just hanging out here for a little bit.
I mean, we're kind of killing time right now, but I guess I should give you guys the full story.
There is a large table in the corner. If you wish to procure it, I will get us drinks and meet you there.
Sure.
As you're heading to the bar, A1 looks over at Zhaan. Hey, try not to punch Tazi in the face.
I mean...
That's what happened last time we were at a bar. His friend punched him.
Yeah.
It was very awkward.
I mean...
I got the video if you want to see it.
You do?
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll try not to punch him.
I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to rehash that. I think that we don't really need to see that. Maybe
my audio receptors are glitching. Can't hear. Boop, and the video pops up.
How much? How much for your slave? I like her.
I'm sorry, what?
Wasn't that what you do with Tweezings? The only ones that ever come here are slaves, and they dance. When is she going to dance? And she's carrying her own pole.
All right, I'll try to stay cool. Tazi's gonna try and put an arm over to keep you cool.
Okay. Oh, can I have a blue die?
If your little nautilin eyes perk up, you're gonna you've got to give me a look like.
So you see me get all sorts of riled up.
What is your discipline?
Yellow and green.
One yellow and green.
Yes.
All right, so I will do this. My cool against your.
I would say leadership, because you're trying to keep him calm.
Right.
You're not trying to keep yourself calm.
Wink. You in fact tell me to do it.
No, hold on. So just tell me the result.
I don't know.
I got an idea.
Oh man.
The despair.
Yes. Yes.
And 3 advantages.
Nice. All right. You go to reach over to put your arm in front of KO to kind of hold him there. In the process, you knock his calf into his lap, which just adds to his anger, and you jump up and you just swing away.
Yeah.
Does he hit me or the other guy?
He's going to hit the other guy. In the process, though.
No. We need to see if he hits me, because I jumped up to stop him, and he jumped up to hit. So I'm technically Tazi's between him and his target.
What's
It's melee, so this is only a 2.
Okay, yeah, I gotta find my. There it is. 2.
Now my agility is a 3.
All right, so what am I If I fail, I hit him.
Yeah.
Okay. You cocking son of a panther!
And as you stand up, you flip the.
you
flip the table, Tazi. You go ass end over on the table.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Let's
it's
see
gonna happen. 2 failures. So
And a threat.
No, I got the. That was actually that was. I had it. It was just 2 failures.
So what happens?
So I start screaming, what did you say, you son of a coughing, criffing, bantha herder? And I, stand up at the same time as coffee begins to, hot, steaming coffee pours onto my body as I'm standing. I just automatically deck wherever that came from. Happens to be Tazi.
So, Tazi, not expecting the punch, doesn't roll with it. And in slow motion almost, you see the fist come across Tazi's face.
and then your knuckle catches the edge of the goggles and cracks one of the goggle lenses. Oh, nice. And a little bit of like yellowish blood. A little bit of yellowish blood comes out of the opening that Tazi was using to pour the calf into his mouth. I'm going to just go out, and I'm going to say, I'm just going out on this for aesthetic effect, because I am not expecting it. The shot clears, you see the slow motion shot across the face, boom, fist into goggles, crack, a little bit of yellow blood kind of shoots out the side there. And then Tazi literally goes ass over tea kettle over the table was between us. Like, just boom.
The whippet just kind of looks at you.
Yeah, so is it his slave then?
And then I tackle him.
Okay.
Excuse me, the waitress comes over,
What can I get for you?
Oh, our friend's bringing some drinks back to the table. We should be fine. Do you have any? You would happen to have any tincture shells, would you?
Of course.
Bring extra.
She strolls back to get some tincture shells.
Bree goes up to the bar and just orders a round of like whatever the house beer is, and tells to bring it over to the table when it's ready.
Bartender nods.
She pays and then walks back.
A couple minutes later, the snacks and booze are here.
Bree unseals her helmet and sets it next to her. And, well, so we're just waiting then.
Yeah.
Well, might as well have a drink while we're waiting.
All right, so here's the skinny. A1's familiar with this, but there was a friend on Tula some time ago of a mystical persuasion.
Mystical? Like a magician?
Yes, son. A magician
yes.
who did a lot of waving of the hands.
Sleight of hand magic.
Like you friend you told me about before? The Twi'lek?
Oh. I'm catching up. I got it.
So our mystical friend helped myself and Corel, A1, and they gave us a hand before. Well, it turns out that they're being held at the old temple.
So we gotta go get them.
Our dearly departed mystical friend kind of reached out to me moments before they retired and asked me to rescue them.
You didn't think that the comm was tracked at all, did you?
Wasn't via comm.
Oh, it's one of those things.
Yeah, they
I get.
we had a conversation, but neither of us was talking. If that clears things up.
Yes, perfectly acceptable. I take it you have been to this facility in the past?
A few times, yeah.
Well, then you know the layout pretty well. Is there any back way into the place?
Well, A1 may have some old maps. A1 has been in the computer systems there more than once, haven't you, little buddy?
Yep.
It's handy.
I don't know what kind of forces they have there. I don't know what we'll run into, but we may, with a little bit of help, we may be able to get in and out without too much fuss.
And hopefully our new friend may be able to provide that help.
And then once we help this other magician, we may be able to then focus our energy on Quinth's issue.
Not to mention, we are still in search of a small four-footed furred creature.
Indeed.
It's a lot of weird conversations.
They'll wander back to the ship. They'll be fine.
No, I'm not talking about the loth cat. I'm talking about the fox. Remember the reason we came here? I was actually surprised nobody asked our new friend about that.
Worst comes to worst, I'm sure we can probably, whoever that our new friend puts us in contact with, we can probably ask questions about the land mammal we're looking for. It's a mammal, right?
Yes.
Is this the most awkward conversation?
No, Zhaan, I've had much more obtuse conversations with people of a more mystical bent.
We've had more obtuse conversations, Zhaan.
What?
Exactly.
Okay.
What are the odds that our new friend will be that land mammal?
Yeah.
There's a lot happening right now. Some of us are having a lot of emotions.
Yeah, Quint, you're gonna have to either tamp him down for now or get him out on the table right now. There's not a whole lot of leeway here.
I can't get them out on the table, Tazi. We're in public.
What?
You can be mad.
What are we putting on tables?
Like, let your anger out.
Are we gonna start a fight club?
Look, again, we're gonna get we gotta be on focus here. So that's the only reason I bring it up. Those are valid feelings, and certainly you're more than right to be upset. But we gotta be on point. We have to be on task. We're not gonna get a lot of chances. Our distractions are just gonna get in the way.
Okay,
so
stop talking.
Okay. I'm done.
1, 2, 3.
Are you
6,
emoting right now?
7,
I'm not sure what
8,
this mood is.
9,
Zhaan, can you help me out with this?
What? I was eating.
Quinth is doing something. I'm not sure what it is. Is she emoting? She's counting?
Don't mess up her. Wait, don't mess up the count. Don't mess up her
I
count.
think it's called woo-sawing.
Woo-sawing?
Woo-sawing.
4. Hold.
What is a woo-saw?
3,
I mean...
4.
Just trying not to get mad.
3,
It's like
it's a meditation technique.
woo-sawing.
Isn't woo-saw like a short, furry little alien from Dantooine?
Maybe?
Why would she be
Maybe they breathe evenly.
Maybe she's, like, trying to remember a woo-saw she was fond of.
Yeah.
That seems likely.
That's probably it. It's very logical.
Yes. Excellent deductions, Zhaan, and Bree holds up her beer to you in salute.
Clink.
If it would help, you could calm D4 and sit in another booth and talk to him.
I think I will be all right. Thank you for your concern.
You have the awkward smile. I know what happens when you smile like that.
She needs more alcohol?
Yes.
No, probably less, actually.
All right, one moment, and Bree will go and get another round.
I don't really want to be out of control right now.
Letting loose might be a good idea.
I'm fine. How are all of you?
Okay.
I'm doing good.
Good. Anyone want to talk about the fact that we just watched somebody get murdered in front of our eyes?
I mean, you've seen lots of people get murdered. I've seen lots of people get murdered.
Yeah, this one was more ritualistic, though.
It was very quick and seemingly painless. So it's probably one of the better murders that I've seen. Clean.
Yeah, if we had to rank murders, I mean, yeah, there's no body, so.
Yeah, where did that go?
Where did they go?
Bree returns with 5 shots at this point and sets them down on the table with a clink. It certainly was the cleanest murder I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that people popped like that.
There's a nice thing about the lightsaber. I mean, I've never personally gotten hit by one, but it does cauterize the wound.
That was not a cauterization. That was a popping. I mean, like a balloon.
But there was no popping sound. Was it really like a balloon? Or did...
Well, I mean, it was an implode. Like,
was he
there
vaporized?
And then gone. I mean, I've been hit by a lightsaber before. It didn't make me go pop.
Do you think it has to do with the fact that he was, spooky master general type?
You mean against the Empire?
Against the Empire, exactly.
And Bree winks because she's not wearing her helmet. Yes, it probably had exactly that to do with it. And she takes her shot and just downs it.
Quinth will also take a shot, even though she said she wasn't going to. Well, I guess it's a good thing we're all pro-Empire here. No popping for any of us.
Nope, of course not.
I don't think we pop like that. Just saying.
I don't know,
I feel like it'd be messy if one of us popped.
He was a human, right? Humans don't pop. I've seen humans die.
Do we really need to rehash the murder of a sentient being here in front of, everyone?
Enemy of the Empire. Glad he's dead. Takes another shot.
I mean, they had an audience for a reason.
Well, what else can we talk about? Hey, what's going on with you two, by the way? You two have been sharing a room?
Yes, for well over a month now. Have you just noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
No, I've noticed before. I just want to know, is it like a thing? Or like a thing?
What's a thing? The room?
Zhaan, you're going to have to help me here. She's saying the exact same word twice.
Yeah,
There was definitely a different intonation the second time, but I'm not sure which she means.
It was hard to hear over the crunching of these tincta shells. Drowns out a lot of the droning sometimes.
Tazi, could you please chew with your mouth closed? Here, this shot.
Sorry.
This shot is for you.
Wait. No, Quint just wants to know if you're dating or not.
Well.
Oh.
Are you together?
Well, I mean.
Are you a couple? That's what Quint is asking.
So I'm just wondering if there's anything you need to talk to me about. I'm an expert. At relationships.
I understand now.
Relationships.
Okay. So D4 already tried to have an awkward talk with us, but there's really no danger of pregnancy or anything like that. We're both not equipped to generate progeny. With each other, of course.
So you are?
With each other, no.
Okay. Oh.
Maybe you need to go talk to D4.
Yes, I mean, we could probably, sketch something out for you if you're confused.
Oh, I can draw things. I have some dirty pictures already anyway. Oh, but I don't have my sketchbook.
I'm just confused because you've said that you're not, but you are.
We are not what? But we are what?
We've had... You're not together, but you're sharing a room?
Yeah, it's called roommates.
Yeah.
Well, we're sitting right next to each other at this moment. How are we not together?
Okay. Well, Zhaan and I have had that...
You've known her longer.
Zhaan and I have had that conversation multiple times in the past. I don't know if she remembers it.
I feel like I just said this, but Quint is asking if you two are together in a romantic sense.
Oh.
Of
course.
Do I need to spell that out more? I don't really want to.
Can you?
I can, but I refuse.
Oh. Okay.
It's none of my business. Whatever y'all want to do, you are grown beings. You are adult people, adult beings.
Yeah.
What do consenting beings do in their time is their business.
Oh, okay. So you don't want to know for sure.
So Tazi, myself, Ensign Tazi, I do not need to know your relationship status. Whatever it is up to you guys to. If you want to talk about it, great. If you don't, it doesn't bother me either way. Quint is obviously curious.
I kind of like this. This is fun. I don't know. Maybe we are, maybe we're not.
It could be a mystery that is only solved by intense questioning.
Well, good luck with that.
Well,
okay.
Well, all we have is time, my friends.
I'm going to eat these. Take the shells. I'm going to eat some more of these.
Don't eat them all.
You guys talk amongst yourselves about relationship statuses and whatnot. I'm going to eat tincture shells and kind of zone out looking at that wall over there.
Would you feel better if one of us punched you, Tazi?
No, I would not.
Would you feel better if you punched somebody, Quinty?
No, I'm okay now. I mean, A1 showed us the video, so I just thought maybe Tazi would feel more at home if a friend punched him in the face.
Oh.
Okay, I'm very confused. We've changed subjects now, haven't we?
So many times.
Yes. Quint is now talking about the hollow of me getting punched in the face by our friend KO.
Oh, there was a hollow?
At this bar.
Fuck, I missed it.
At this bar some time ago.
I'm so far behind. I thought we were talking about our nascent relationship. I'm just going to sit here and drink this. I'm
going to step away from the table for a minute. A1, if you want to show the vid again, the hollow for Bree. I mean, that's fine.
That KO fellow, he's kind of cute. Is he still around?
Or we can sit in silence and drink.
Yeah.
I think we see the crew sitting at the table, quietly sipping on their beverages. We hear A1's comm go off, and his dome lights up, and he looks over and says, "Oh, here's the call."
Hello, this is May letting you know that Redemption is played by using the Star Wars role-playing system by Fantasy Flight Games and Lucas Books, and we would appreciate it if you'd leave us a review via your favorite podcatcher. Come hang out in our Discord to chat about the show, ask questions to the GM and cast, or really just see how amazing this community is. If Discord isn't your cup of frelp, please follow us on Patreon, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Heck, you can even buy us a coffee. Thank you so much. We love and appreciate your support.